Welcome to our latest Swampcast. Pat, Dooley, and Robbie Andreu, the Gainesville Sun. Behind us, somebody's mowing the yard. We are, of course, at Jacksonville Municipal Stadium, where Florida just put a butt kick. I don't even remember the final score. Was it 49-10?
49-10.
Wow.
Georgia scored late.
It was over very early in the second half here where Florida got it done. Robbie, I don't think any of us saw this one coming.
No. I thought Florida was going to win, but, by a pretty close score. But then you throw in the way they played as hard as they did the whole game, the turnovers that really got the momentum in Florida's direction in the third quarter and just took off with it.
Well, the big play, Joe Hayden's interception and the return of 88 yards to the one when it looked like Georgia was going to go in and score. You got to give the defense, they gave up some yards, but Robbie, this was a defense that got gashed last year, embarrassed here at this stadium, and came up with the big turnovers and held Georgia to really no significant points.
But before Hayden makes that play, you're looking at maybe a 98-yard scoring drive to make it 14-10 in the third quarter. Momentum's gone. He turned it around, he jumped in front of that pass and went down to the 1 yard line, set up an easy score. But Pat, they gave him some plays in the passing game. They had to give that up to stop Marino, and they stopped Marino.
Yeah, talking to Charlie Strong a little while ago, he and the defensive coaches were up till 11:30 Tuesday night, still trying to figure out how to do it, still trying to figure out how to make it work. And obviously what they did worked. I mean, Marino had some yards, but he never broke off a long one. And then, by the way, they do have an offense, Florida. They did score 49 points, but it was amazing. I think the theme out of this was the defense.
Yeah, and Urban Meyer just said in the press room that Charlie Strong called a great game.
Yeah.
And he really did. He mixed things up. That's how you made the plays they did. And, also you talk about Marino, that he had the key fumble there also in the second half that led to another touchdown after Sanders ran it down to the 10.
Oh, so Sanders showed a little bit of... Yeah. He could be on Dancing with the Stars.
His teammates could have helped him get in the end zone, but they kind of whiffed on blocks there.
They could have, but overall, just a tremendous win for Florida. And of course, now, Robbie, not only is Florida go to Vanderbilt with a chance to win the SEC East, but they're in that conversation about those three initials, the BCS.
Yeah, they're national media people here talking about, is anybody playing as good as Florida right now? And that's what you're going to be reading about and hearing about here in the next few days. So Florida's moving back in to that picture.
Yeah, they need some things to happen. We'll see if they do. But certainly, I don't know that any Gator fans have ever left this place, this arena, this stadium, any happier. Maybe 84, maybe, but I think they're about as happy as they could possibly be.
And Pat, I think those 2 late timeouts were to give the fans a chance to just sit here and enjoy the moment. I really do.
Well, whatever they were for, some people are going to take their interpretation. Yeah. What Urban said was he liked the way Moody was running and wanted to give him the ball a couple more times.
Said he deserved that.
Yeah, well, maybe, I don't know.
But if he called timeouts and thrown passes, then you have an issue with running.
Then he would have been Spurrier.
Yeah.
But whatever, believe me, it pales in comparison to what happened last year. And what happened last year, and you can read it in Robbie Andrew's story, certainly had an effect on this offseason. That's what I've been telling people all along.
It was a factor.
That where last year's celebration helped Florida was this summer. This summer.
Exactly.
And they confirmed that today that, well, just read Robbie's story. Go over to his story, click it on, read it. That's going to do it from here at Jacksonville Municipal Stadium. Next time we'll come to you is going to be previewing the Florida at Vandy game, which all of a sudden is a huge game for Gator fans.
It's for the division title. So
for the division title, and we'll be staying at a hotel that we walk out our back door and the stadium's there.
Can't be late to this one.
No, and it's going to be late. I think it looks like it's
could have been late to this one.
It's like it's going to be an 8 o'clock ESPN2 game. So I know, Trish.
Forget about it.
We'll have to deal with it.
Deadline up all night.
Yep, you'll be up all night. Sorry. All right, that's going to do it. We'll see you next time. Until then, this is Pat Dooley and Robbie Andreu saying so long from the Sunshine State.